so tight, this chassis, man. Oh. What a bike! I am at Completely Motorbikes, Yamaha, to take out something which you can compare to that. So I've come on my Monster because I thought if I'm going to test drive this bike, I should come on one that's a bit like it. And I'm taking out the very, very, very special Yamaha MT09SP. I love the stickers they put on, the Rossi style stickers. Very, very nice. Anyway, the question that I'm really looking forward to understanding about this bike is Ducatis, depending on which day of the week it was built, depending how good it will be. You can have a Friday afternoon bike or a Monday morning bike. I think this was built on about Wednesday lunchtime, so it's not too bad. Yet Yamahas always run well, at least the ones I've had. And does that Japanese efficiency and precision equal to the drama of that? Now that's got the straight through exhaust, so that has noise and very pops and bangs on the overrun. This is relatively stock, and it is absolutely laden with tech, which I won't go into because it's far cleverer than me, but you can change absolutely everything. It's a very, very, very clever bike. It's a brand spanker. It's only done 100 and something miles. And it's looks wise, it's as modern as it comes, I would say. Let's have a walk around the dealership. I'll show you very quickly around, and then take this out for a spin and see what we think. I do love that headlight. It's actually the same headlight as you've got on the XSR, seems to be, and probably prettier than that one. Anyway, let's have a look in. Whoa. So let's see what they've got. I do love these scooters, you know, the amount of space they've got, and I wish I had the need for one, particularly after taking out the BMW. Nice things, nice things. Pretty, pretty, pretty things. Ooh, there's an offer on. Get it bought. What else have we got? My son is desperate for an MT07. Love the colour of those wheels. Oh, that is interesting. This is the first time I've had a walk around here. I've just seen this online, this colour scheme. That is lush. That's a serious bike. No, a cracking dealership this, and it's not bikes aren't on top of each other, and the very, very beautiful XSR 900 GP. I'm not sure if I prefer it in that colour or that colour, but anyway, let's take him out. I'll see you out there. Of course, it started raining. The clouds are over there, so I'm going to go that way. And I love that on switch. Wow! The Yamaha MT09SP. And first, very, very first impressions, it's what an unbelievably comfortable bike. A fantastic, really sort of sit up and beg riding position. It's really sort of non-threatening. And it's funny actually, because I think it's non-threatening in a way that if I dropped it down a few gears and wrung this bike's neck, it would rip my face off. So this is quite a bumpy road I'm on now, and the suspension is all right, you know. And what is interesting, not only is it's not so much on my ass that it's all right, it's the battering your wrists are taking. When you get old, you have to think about these things. So I put it into sport mode now. We're in rain, I didn't realise. So let's see what she's like. Yes. Oh my dear. This wants to go. Lovely. Quick shift up and down is nice. You know what, I'm not doing a lot of talking right now because this bike is making me concentrate. That is a good thing. The engine casing does feel like it comes out a long way out. That's my only criticism so far. It's not really in the way, it's just if you go to put your leg somewhere and you feel it, it feels like it shouldn't be there. Right, here we go. So tight, this chassis, man. Oh. What a bike. Oh. Just drop it in, going around roundabouts, it drops in. Wow. Wow. I would say that the handling on this is up there with the S1000RR, the M1000XR. What I've noticed going at sort of 60-70 mile an hour, despite it being a naked bike, I don't feel I'm getting blasted like I do on the Ducati or I did on the GSX X8S. That's what I like. See that? Bang! It just wants, and that's in fourth. Third, just wants to go, go, go. The bit I find mind-boggling, it's only, and I say only, got 95 Newton meters of torque. And I don't know how you'd get a better bike than this. I don't know how you'd buy a better bike than this. Yes, it lacks the drama of my Ducati. Oh, this looks like just the place we could do it. Perfect. Ooh, and a stall. Right, let's have a walk round. So here we are with the Yamaha MT09SP for a walk around. And I've noticed some really interesting things. And the first thing I want to bring, I mean, I've never just seen anything like that before, really. The exhaust is pointing at the ground, the collector box is there. And what Jeremy was telling me is that it's sort of played, the sound is played through this, which was done by Yamaha's piano people, which is, I wonder how much of that is real sound or synthetic sound, but from a riding perspective, I didn't notice any different. Obviously it needs a tail tidy, every bike in the world needs that. But the design of it is really nice. I like that a lot. So I'm trying to get that van out of the shot. It's a very, very nice bike. I love that headlight. That is something else. See how new it is. Still got bobbles on the tyres. You can feel nice warmth in the tyre. The blue of the wheels is lush. The gold forks. It only comes in this one colour scheme, which isn't terrible by any means. There's a boatload of options you can get for it. Nice details on the inside there, nice welds. That could be doing with being made out of metal, but it's perfectly functional, and the bike is built for a price, like all of these things. The indicators are lovely and little. Yeah, this is... Yes, let's have a look at the headlight. There we go with a running light. Yeah, that looks cool. But it's a serious bike. I mean, I felt if I pushed that hard, I mean, I'm not the worst rider in the world, but I'm not the best rider in the world either. And this let me know what it was capable of. More than the other quick bikes I've ridden so far, because I wouldn't put this in the category of quick bike, but it is. And it's really unassuming. That's what I like about it. It doesn't look like it would eat your face, but I genuinely think it would. You can get a little fly screen for it, which would be nice. Again, let me show you this. Such a cool cool on-off switch. Looks like it's off a cooker. Anyway, the switch gear it looks complex, but I think you get to grips with it. What I do like it compared to the other bikes I've been involved with is it looks better made. It looks more deliberate rather than stuck on, and that side is super clean, which is good. I was showing it, which is a nice feature. It has a light touch, which is 3 flashes, and then a hard touch it will just stay on, so that's good for around town, save people forgetting about it. The pegs were nice, the gear change is nice, although I've had to wear these boots today and they're brand new, and that's from the gear indicator, sorry, the gear lever. Again, same as nice this side, and that's what I've noticed on my leg when I stood there. It does poke out quite far, but not unmanageable. But this is a great bike. Speechless. I don't think I've ridden a better bike than this. Yeah, my GS is phenomenal, but it's enormous. So it's phenomenal for its enormousness. Phenomenal for its enormousness. That's a complicated sentence. This is just phenomenal. If you're in the market for a bike for 10, 11 grand, and you're not going on the track, but you could, you're not climbing up a mountain, this is a bike. I can't think of a better bike right now. And it has the drama in a different way. So let's have a look. Oh. So that is 1 foot down fully. Almost both down fully, but more than manageable. As I said before, I've got a 29-inch inside leg. I'm 5'8", but Oompa legs, and that's more than manageable. And it doesn't weigh anything. And the weight, that's the interesting thing actually. The weight is so in the middle. It's neither top nor bottom. It's just right. I feel in love a little bit. Let's go back to the dealership. I'm good. You know, the camera's all the way down there. Yeah. So often when I do these test rides, I think, thank God I'm getting rid of that. Or you go, no, that was nice, and we'll see how we feel about it. But this is the only one so far. Think of all the bikes I've done. Yeah. This is the only one so far that I want to keep. and it doesn't, the exhaust sound isn't a problem. The engine doesn't feel throttled like so many of the bikes have recently, the modern bikes with that for the Euro 6 or Euro 5 emissions. This is out of the box fantastic. Was my GS fantastic out of the box? No, it wasn't. I had to put the exhaust on it. I bought an option kit that had loads on it, and it's £24,000. Is my GS more than double the bike of this? Not in a million years. In fact, this is 11 and a bit. My Monster, with the bits I added, was over £13,000. Is my Monster £2,000 better than this? No, it is not. Then we can compare it to the F900R. F900R was a great bike, but they are that far apart. They're so far apart that the fact that I've even put the same two in a sentence, those two don't belong together. Anyway, I should say, when I do these seat height things, my phone's and camera's on the floor, resting on my helmet, hence why it's pointing up at me. I feel sad. Let's ride there. That's not too bad. So I'm nearly back at the dealership to do a sum up. Before I get there, I will say, in the when did I start riding? 95, what are we? 29 years since I first rode a motorbike. This is, pound for pound, the single best motorbike I've ever ridden. By a long way. Because many of the bikes are a compromise. The GS is a compromise. The Monster's a compromise. The sports bikes I've had are compromises. But I can't feel what the compromise is on this. And there she is. It's impossible. So back in the dealership after my ride out, and that's a really great bike. It's so great that I need to figure out how to get one. No, but seriously, it's a very good bike, and I do genuinely believe it's pound for pound probably the best bike out of the box today, and it, not even in its class. It's just that good, and it's 11 grand. Yeah, you can't compare it to a second-hand bike that, in theory, might be better because it's cheaper or whatever. But for that price, for that performance, for the balance, the handling, the comfort, the gadgetry, and frankly speaking, what could be considered styling that's very much of its day. It's very modern styling. Buy this bike. Cheers. So the Ross Ride score for the Yamaha MT09SP on a 2024. For styling, I give it a 9. It's certainly cutting edge. Don't think it'll be timeless. It will age, but right now that bike is very, very smart. Acceleration, it's not the quickest, 3 and a bit seconds to 60, but it doesn't weigh a lot, and you do get a great sense of power despite it not being the fastest. Handling, it has to be a 9. It's a phenomenal handling bike. Torque, 93, 95 Newton meters around that mark, so 5's a fair score, and I think it's cool right now, a 9, giving it a total weekend score of 39, which, looking down the list, it is in second place on weekend score. This is a cracking bike. Anyway, for daily, for features, again, it gets a 9. It's got every possible button to do every possible thing. Comfort, it was ridiculously comfortable, and it is more comfortable than the M1000 XR. It's GS levels of comfort for me. Miles to gallon is about average, so it's about 48 miles to gallon. Practicality, yes, you can get panniers for it, and you can get some bits and bobs, but there is a level of compromise you'd have to be making for the passenger. So a 7 is fair. And cost, as I said, £11,000. That's more than half the price of the bike it's second to, and that said something, giving it a total daily score of 34, which I think is the joint highest, which it is, giving it a total Ross Ride score of a colossal 73. That is second place out of all of this list for a bike that's 11 grand. Unbelievable. Anyway, cheers.